and the White House continues to take a partisan stand. Bill, I know you sent out a pretty notable tweet over the weekend, but I want to share the outgoing message from the White House. Let's take a listen.
Thank you for calling the White House. Unfortunately, we cannot answer your call today because congressional Democrats are holding government funding, including funding for our troops and other national security priorities, hostage to an unrelated immigration debate.
Bill, let's comment on that.
I mean, I worked at the White House 25 years ago. It was a different era, but the idea that you would have the White House operators, I suppose, record a message when you call the White House residence of the President of the United States, the White House that is the White House of the U.S., not of the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, record something that attacks Democrats would have been so out of the question. It's even hard to express. I mean, maybe I'm just old-fashioned, and maybe this is the world we live in, and everyone's totally partisan, and career workers at the White House are ordered to record partisan messages. But it's wrong. And I do think in this respect that the Trump White House has revealed itself to be what it's been for a year, which is incredibly partisan, incredibly personal. It's all about Trump. It's about what he wants. There's no sense of the institution and of the taxpayers and the citizenry for whom they work. They talk a lot about American citizens, but they don't actually act as if they are the place that American citizens are supposed to look to for nonpartisan guidance and non-personal guidance occasionally, and for standing above the squabbling of the shutdown. I would say just on the shutdown, incidentally, this vote, I'm not sure what will happen in half an hour. It might get postponed. I do not believe you'll get a vote where 50 Republicans and 10 Democrats vote to open the government. Schumer will not permit that to happen. If he's lost control of his conference, he'll cut a deal with McConnell. He can't afford to let the party split in that way. I suspect they might still be a little short at this point, and there'll be a few hours more negotiations, maybe one more night. I do think this is, I don't want to be complacent, and God knows I could be wrong, but I think this is heading to a resolution where both sides can sort of say they won something. For me, the big picture is we're likely to move on immigration reform in the next month, 6 weeks, and it's likely to include DACA, a victory for the Democrats, basically, on DACA, and something Donald Trump is not going to be part of. Again, Congressman Renacci, I'll be quick, was on just before talking to you, and it was interesting. He's a Trump supporter. He's a Republican from Ohio. He's not a noted rebel or anything. And he said, God, can't we just work this out, members of Congress, among ourselves? We're not looking to the Trump White House to work this out.